If you see my previous video on me ranking how painful RAINWORLD deaths are, chances are you're probably one of these guys who basically just said I missed out a bunch of stuff and recommended me what I should do next. So for that reason, I'm going to be doing another video, or a part 2, on most painful RAINWORLD deaths and rating them all. Okay, the first one I'd like to include, which somehow I didn't include considering the games which are called RAINWORLD, is obviously dying to the rain. The best way I can describe it is imagine getting pressure washed by hundreds of pressure washers. And also, you're going to get drowned as well underground. So for that reason, I'm going to have to rate this one a 10 out of 10. Electric death. This can only really be achieved in a couple regions, but in those regions, this is an incredibly painful death. Let me explain. So imagine getting gradually zapped harder and harder until death. That's enough explanation. That would be really painful. So for that reason, I'm going to have to rate this one a 10 out of 10. Leviathan. Now this is probably one of the most controversial ratings I did on that video, because many people were just saying you'd be turned into a paste, it's a hydraulic press, etc, etc. But does anyone actually know what it looks like inside the mouth? As the developers actually said, oh yes, it's a hydraulic press, or you know, something like that. Some law said there's a hydraulic press. Please comment down if you actually know that's the case, but because if all you guys are right, I'm gonna rate this one a 1 out of 10. Drop rig. Now it knocks you out when it tries to kill you, but obviously sometimes it can knock you out so hard that it actually kills you. So obviously it's hitting you extremely hard enough to knock you out. So my best analogy is Mike Tyson, you know, getting knocked out by a drop rig similar to Mike Tyson. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to rate this one an 8 out of 10. Giant jellyfish. I don't know how to describe how painful it is, so I'm just going to describe how it kills you. So how it kills you is first you jump into water, and then it grabs onto you, and meanwhile it electrocutes you similar to the smaller version of the jellyfish, and then it eventually like zaps you whilst you're also drowning. So all those combinations of those, I'd have to give this one an 8 out of 10. Spears. Now this intake is more for the Goemon, because I recently found out that Goemonkin has a 15% chance to survive a spear. So for that reason, it is still the same rating of whatever it is, I forgot now. Hunter's End. Now obviously this is going to be really painful because it goes over like a period of 20 cycles. So you know, it's like, you know, it's cancer. That's what they say. I mean, they say it's the rots because there is an item that you can get through mods which is like Hunter as a daddy long legs, but I don't think that's very realistic considering he literally, well, we don't know what gender is, but Hunter comes from a different overseer other than Fabbles, who was actually the origin of the rot. So for that reason, I'm gonna rate this one a 10 out of 10. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm just gonna call it bug with fire eggs. This is the thing that you find in the Saint final region. I don't want to spoil it, but basically if you hit it with a spear, it will run after you or knock off its fire eggs, and it will basically grab onto you and make you unconscious and then bite into your head repeatedly until you die, which is obviously like super painful. So for that reason, I have to rate this one a 9 out of 10. Stowaway. Now this is actually really painful because when it grabs onto you, it sounds like a spear, and whilst it's like pulling you up, it's also like you're still conscious, so it's like grappling like inside of you, and it's like pulling you up, and you can see it's got like these big teeth, and it like bites you. Like it looks like really painful. And then also when it's like actually like sucking you into itself, you hear like the squelching sound similar to Terra long legs, so it's probably breaking all your bones. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to rate this one a 10 out of 10. But anyway, that was the end of the video, and thank you so much for, I now have 111 subscribers, have like over 600 watch hours and so many views in my last video, and I really just appreciate you guys making me like actually genuinely feel happy. So anyway, this is Miss Time 5000. I will see you in my next video.